Oh, the sky's so far away tonight, but I can't lose this war. Got up right in the falling light. Thought that I was fit to fight, for us to be. You gave me life and love in me. Tell me, where did we go so wrong? Go so wrong. Let it be undone. 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 The sky's so far away tonight, but I can't lose this war. Got up right in the falling light. Thought that I was fit to fight, for us to be. You gave me life and love in me. Tell me, where did we go so wrong? Go so wrong. Let it be undone. Let it be undone. Let it be undone. Let it be undone. Ooh, let it be undone.
Fox News alert. We've just received word that the president has called a meeting of his cabinet to deal with the sudden epidemic of murder that has seized the eastern third of this nation. The main advice news reporters have been able to get is to tell private citizens to stay inside their homes behind locked doors. Do not venture outside for any reason. These are the facts as we know. There is an epidemic of mass murder being committed by a virtual army of unidentified assassins. Eyewitnesses say they are ordinary-looking people. Others describe them as being misshapen monsters who appear to be in some kind of trance. Reports from witnesses to the effect that people who appear to be acting as if they were in a kind of trance are indeed killing and eating their victims.
All right. I'm gonna wait for a few more people to congregate before we begin, so I'll play one more real quick.
Watch it all burn like Rome.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get into this. We did a stream a little bit earlier, and the audio was all jacked up, so I'm waiting to see if our subscribers are going to be notified or not. But anyways, it's neither here nor there. I was sitting around this morning, and I was just kind of flipping through TikTok, and I was like, oh man, it is freaking hilarious what's going on right now. And I thought that we would just take this moment to just enjoy and appreciate some of the emotions that have been flying around TikTok. And some of them are sad. Some of them remind me of the way that we felt back in 2021, but we never melted down like that. We were just like, oh, well, you know, it was more of an internal kind of thing when you think about it. So, anyways, it's interesting to see what's going on. What do you think?
I almost want to give them a moment of silence, you know, to let them process their grief, you know, because it's almost like watching somebody like grieving on some level, and then some of them are funny, and some of them are sad, and then some of them are infuriating. I read one of them that it's everyone from TikTokers that are at the lowest, like the bottom of the barrel, all the way up to like Harvard educated people. And what's the most disappointing is the Harvard educated ones, like the ones that are supposedly the most educated, the most that are supposed to be the most educated and the most intellectual ones are the ones that are most disappointing to me, because those are the ones that are the most, rabid, and they're literally writing articles where they're putting words in the mouths of the founding fathers. I'm not kidding. And they're saying, Thomas Jefferson is saying, I pity Americans because da 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 da. And I'm not kidding. They're and that James Madison is saying this, and Thomas Jefferson is saying that, and I'm like, we didn't even go that far. When what happened in 2020, we didn't even go that far to put words in the mouths of the founding fathers. Don't go there. Just
Well, no, who was it? Was it Jefferson or was it Benjamin Franklin? One or the other. They said, well, you've got a republic if you can keep it.
right.
And my sentiments back in 2021 were, well, I guess we didn't keep the republic.
Exactly.
You know?
We want it back though.
Yeah.
You know.
Just real quick, I hope this isn't too repetitive, but my views on democracy. I talked about this last time and the time before, but democracy is a really, really, really dangerous thing, because mob rule, the people as a whole are not very smart. Individuals are very smart, but as a whole, they're not. And that's why democracy doesn't work. That's why the individual needs to be protected, especially from the mobs out there. And, yesterday, it's amazing, because what we saw number one, the democratic process, which they always talk about, the democratic process, that was completely destroyed with putting Kamala Harris in, because she didn't get a single primary vote. They just installed her in order to save democracy. But at the same time, Trump won the popular vote and he won the electoral college vote. So now there's not the argument there of, oh, well, he won the popular vote, we need to get rid of the electoral college, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. The people spoke up, and it's amazing, because the perspective that I'm coming from is peace, prosperity, and no wars, and especially no World War III. And I'm watching some of these videos that I was flipping through earlier, and some of them are funny. The meltdowns are kind of funny, but it kind of gives you an insight into the way that they think, because I don't know how you could be opposed to peace and prosperity for everybody. And that's what we're talking about here. We're not talking about some kind of totalitarian agenda that's coming in. I hear Project 2025 mentioned so many times, and Trump was like, I have nothing to do with that. That's probably some deep state operatives that came up with that and said, oh, this is the agenda that he's going to push in. And as I've said before, it's not a matter of, wondering, oh, what's this new guy going to do? Now we know in 2016 to 2020 what he did. And I think things were great back then. We didn't have war with Iran. We didn't have war with Palestine. We didn't have all those different wars because he was making peace deals. He made, what was it, the Abraham Agreement over there.
Yeah, the Abraham Accord.
Yeah, the Abraham Accord, where he was bringing peace to the Middle East. How can you be opposed to this? I was reading some of the comments, and they're like, oh, well, I guess there goes Ukraine. And it's like, what does that even mean? Like, well, now we won't be spending trillions of dollars sending money over to Ukraine for them to just try to weaken Russia for no apparent reason. Now we'll be working with Russia to advance the humanity and peace throughout the world. I mean, that's what we saw in 2016 to 2020. And like, oh, I guess Russia interfered with our elections now. But if we said that back in 2020 and we said, hey, something was wrong here. Oh, automatic shadow ban and all this. I don't understand. I mean, I do understand. It's a double standard out there, but it was amazing to watch.
Well, there are a few things that I'd like to point out. That someone just mentioned in the chat. They said it's going to be automatic Handmaid's Tale. They're saying, oh, now that Trump's in office, it's going to be Handmaid's Tale. That is the opposite, actually. I'm seeing the opposite. I'm seeing that we're going to have compromise now. Before last night, every time I go to any of these sites, I'd see oh, you can't look at this. You can't look at this article because you haven't paid us yet. Now I see, okay, disable your ad blocker, then you can see this site. Now I'm seeing compromise.
Well, and those are the articles that they allow to be out there.
Right.
I mean, I was reading mainstream media, and even the articles of mainstream media. I mean, let me start with the assassination back in July. The articles were popcorn type sounds were heard, and Trump was rushed off stage. That was the first thing that they covered.
Yeah.
Even though the guy was shot in the ear. And then
Reality's
it was
not allowed to be
some
reality.
kind of weird noises heard, and Trump injured and rushed off stage. It took them a week to say this was an assassination attempt. Just like last night, as I was reading the articles, Trump gives speech after the presidential election, which hasn't been called yet, reaffirming that over and over and over again. Hasn't been called, hasn't been called, hasn't been called. And it's funny to watch some of these videos because they're saying a lot of the same things that we were saying back in 2021. The difference is that in 2021, something really weird happened there. And I think you can just see from the voter turnout this time around. What were the final numbers? It was something like 71 million for Trump and 60 million for Kamala, right? Give or take a few. But last time it was 80 million people for Biden and 78 million for Trump. I mean, those are record-breaking numbers.
Yeah.
And you're telling me that now all of a sudden we have that many less people? But you made a good point. You said, well, that was after the thing, maybe they all went on vacation and they never came back from their vacations.
Never came back from vacation.
So that very well could be the case. But you have a president gets 78 million votes, the highest turnout and vote for anybody in the history. And then Joe Biden comes in and no, we got that even more. This time around, they couldn't do that. And I think the numbers are showing they're still screwed. I mean, I don't believe the numbers, but the numbers are definitely a lot more accurate, at least on his side, than they were last year.
I'm planning on making a documentary about our entire life one day, and I'm going to insert the clip from Forrest Gump one day saying he's on vacation. Sorry. But
Trump tripped on stage and was helped off by his bodyguards.
yeah, that's my favorite.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorites.
This is how they were downplaying it. So they were trying to downplay this as much as they could, and then about 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning, the articles just switched. And 7 minutes ago, Trump wins the election. Blah 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 blah.
Yep.
Ridiculous. So let's go to some of the copium here. Or did you want to say something?
I think I forgot what I was going to say. So go ahead.
Now here's the thing. Okay, this is a post-grief counselor here. Because when you're so heavily involved in this, you are going through grief. You're going through all this where you need a post-grief counselor. I mean, I guess I can't really knock them too much because I came to a point where I was disillusioned with the entire world after 2021, and there was almost a depression. But I didn't need a post-grief counselor.
No.
What I needed was the stock market to actually start making me money again. Right. I needed Bitcoin to go up, just like Tesla stock went up 14%. I wish I would have had the foresight to put some money in freaking Tesla.
We need the world's not
I would have
good
put
at
10
shit.
grand in Tesla.
Yeah.
I would have made $4,000 overnight.
Right.
Well, no, not 4,000. I'm sorry, take that back. $1,400 overnight, just
we
like
need
that.
the world to not go crazy.
Yeah. So let's see what some of these are saying. Some of them are a little more serious. The others are kind of funny.
Are just insane. Yeah.
Licensed therapist here on the day after the election, where yet again America has chosen to elect Donald Trump to be president. Let's have a chat. The comment I'm seeing most often on my posts related to the election is something along the lines of, I'm not okay, and I don't know how I'm supposed to be okay. In a moment like this, where so many of us feel so far from okay, it makes a lot of sense. And unfortunately, this might just be a moment where we are not okay for a long time. And I don't know when.
Oh, God forbid you're going to get.
Ends. I don't know
It's
the
going to take all 4
date,
years to go through 5
but I
stages
do
of
know
grief.
that sometimes.
God forbid your food stamps are going to last longer at the freaking grocery store.
Yeah, exactly.
And congruently with what you're experiencing. And that just might be what this is right now. And I know it's probably
It's a
not
time
what
for us
you
all
want
to
to hear
reflect.
or what I even want to say.
Here's a
Because I
newsflash for
wish
you. You
that there
haven't
was
been
a
okay in a
solution. I
long
wish that there
time.
was something that we could do. I wish
You're
there
just
was
now realizing it.
a really good, solid plan that would be reassuring for us to move forward and figure out a way where we can all be and feel safe.
Oh,
And
I
unfortunately,
feel so
right
unsafe.
now in this moment,
We
it is
we're not
fair
declaring
to
war against
expect
everybody.
yourself to feel hopeless and lost and overwhelmed
just don't know what to
and not
do.
okay. Right now, today,
What am I
all
going to
you
post
can
on my
do is
Facebook
continue
page
to
and my
try
my
and wrap your head
Instagram?
around
If I
this,
can't post I
and you
stand
can't
with
even come up
Ukraine,
with an idea
if I can't post
of
I
what
stand
it's
with
gonna look like
Palestine,
for you
what
to
am
move
I going to
forward,
post?
where you're gonna be, what you're gonna do.
Bitch, I'm from Memphis. What you know about me, bitch?
Books I would recommend to you based on your favorite childhood anime.
You know the worst part? I knew this was gonna happen, and I let myself get excited anyway.
Hold on, I had a whole thing here, and now it's not showing me the list of stuff. Oh, here we go.
There's a violin playing and everything. Oh, a whole quartet of them. Oh, that's salty. I'm sorry it's so salty.
I cried with my mom when the results came in 2016. She passed in 2017, and now in 2024, I'm crying again at the results.
Without her.
Someone said to me today, maybe it won't be as bad as you think. And all I can say in return is, yeah, but what if it's worse than I think?
Or what if it's
Democracy
better?
died in darkness last night. Democracy died in darkness. I've
You
never
are about 3
seen
years too
anything
late.
So horrifying in my whole life. Never seen anything so horrifying in my whole life.
Really?
Never in a million years.
You've lived a really privileged life.
Did I think?
Yeah.
Like, if you've never seen anything as horrifying as Donald Trump winning the election, you've lived a very privileged life.
Yeah,
Because I've
that's
seen people
privilege.
shot, I've seen people killed, I've seen beyond the veil of what goes on with the pizza-related stuff. I connected all those dots. I've seen some horrible shit. I've seen P. Diddy, I've seen Epstein, I've seen even worse than that, Marina Abramovic. I can just go on and on and on and on. Try talking to some of these guys that went out to war and actually fought and got blown up as a result. You've never seen anything worse than that?
Yeah, that's
That much support after all this.
That's
time.
what I call white
Level-
privilege.
that's white privilege.
Of just
Ugh.
Oh, here's another one.
Oh,
Here's another beauty.
what do we say today?
What do we say?
How about thank you?
Democracy is over as of today.
Democracy
Mob
is over.
rule- if mob
We
rule
don't
is
live
over-
in a democracy. We live in a republic.
So mob rule is over today.
Donald
Great.
Trump will
You're
be
welcome.
president again. I'm trying to listen to those wind chimes and have them just
Bring the
let this
energy
crazy
in.
wind having
Because America
take it
may
all
be great
away.
again.
I'm trying to be present, be
We're gonna make
positive
it great.
because I am a fighter, but I'm feeling pretty defeated right now.
You know, now that's the difference. Is in 2021 we never felt defeated. We never felt defeated. We just felt like, oh, the world is screwed.
Yep.
Yeah, we did what we needed to do. We fought. We did this. We did that.
We
We didn't
did.
feel defeated because we
No.
didn't get defeated.
No.
We got cheated.
Right.
Huge difference.
Yep.
You notice the difference in the lingo here?
Mm-hmm.
They know that they were defeated.
Mm-hmm.
We got robbed by a guy whose middle name is Robinette.
Right.
Hi, everybody from
I hope
Meltdown.
you're
How
okay.
you doing? I'll be blunt and honest. I'm not doing well.
Oh, you
I'm
poor
in
guy.
shock.
You look like you're not doing
I
well.
can't
Where did
believe-
Donald Trump touch you?
You know, let me start by saying that maybe you should get a little bit of exercise. Maybe you should think about a little healthier lifestyle out there that might make you feel a little bit better. It might help with a little bit of that. Get outside a little bit. I can tell very clearly that you can use some sun.
Breathe
And the
the fresh
walrus
air.
beard is not really working for you.
You look
You're
like
not
an
a
Alice in Wonderland
you're not a
character.
sailor unless you are. Then go out on your boat.
They eat a
We
lot of
have
oysters.
this many ignorant people in our country. Are
We
willing
do.
to give
We've been telling you this in 2021.
You've been
We
hanging-
told you this.
You've been hanging out with a carpenter.
their lives away now Once Project 2025 is enacted, be prepared to lose all the rights that you have. We are going to have a government that answers only
It's been done.
This
in
is you
2020.
can tell this guy's like, I'm not going to be able to go in the women's bathroom anymore and perv on him.
I know, right? I can't put on a dress and go in the women's bathroom.
You
and
know, how
Damn
dare
it.
that you protect your daughters.
orange mango idiot and his followers. And he's filling every seat.
We're not followers. We stand next to him. That's the difference. We don't vote red no matter who's the head. I've never voted in my life. Ever.
Yeah.
Except for Trump.
Yeah. That was the
Bush is the
only
exact
thing.
same evil. So, yeah.
With people who are loyal to him and him alone. It's a dictatorship.
Oh.
It's Schmittler Germany. I don't feel comfortable or safe in this country anymore.
His cat even disagreed with him.
Oh, here we go. I pop champagne.
Pop champagne.
I was doing a show on January 6th, 2021. That's where I was. But you know what? Here's the great thing. Is we were able to revive the Republic.
Right.
So,
resurrect it. Yeah.
Yeah. It died January 6th, 2021. January 20th, 2021, actually.
Yeah.
So I remember exactly where I was.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is my dad, big liberal guy. He's always telling me, I remember the day when John F. K. was shot. I remember exactly where I was. I remember I had 11 cents to my name because some guy came into our apartment. I was living with 4 other guys and they ripped us off. I had $10. I had 11 cents to my name. And I remember exactly where I was. And I tell him now, Dad, do you remember where you were when Trump was shot? And his reply is, he didn't get shot, he got grazed in the ear. Oh.
Sitting here on my lunch break.
Oh, I bet you. Okay. I bet you she's going to go into the abortion thing. As if there are guys just lining around the door, just waiting to get her pregnant. And she's having to fight them off. And she's like, no.
No, I might get pregnant.
sex. I enjoy sex, but I don't want to get pregnant. I got all these suitors at my door.
I don't want to get pregnant because I might have to get an abortion.
I had to get out of the office.
Oh, no.
My heart. My soul aches.
Oh, that Sarah McLachlan in the background is just too much.
It makes me really sad.
Oh, you need a personal day
That this is
for mental health.
reality.
I've got the world's smallest violin right here.
This is reality for the United States of America.
Actually, this isn't reality. This is a simulation, but okay.
Celebrating.
Yeah, we are.
Oh, I almost feel bad for her. Like,
I
she really
almost
believes
do.
this.
She really
Friends
believes
that I've had
that this is the ones I feel
elementary
bad
school.
for. I do genuinely.
Friends that I had since elementary school, they voted for Trump. Can't talk to him anymore.
Some of my colored friends, my mixed friends.
My colored friends.
Oh,
That's
did
so-
she just say?
She did say that.
Celebrating.
Oh.
My colored friends.
She doesn't have many
Jesus
more. I don't
Christ.
think she has many more. If they're watching this, I don't think they're her friends anymore.
Celebrating.
The rise of the Republic.
Women losing their rights.
I know it.
Yep, women are losing their
I called it.
Celebrating.
Okay, newsflash, women are not losing their rights.
As if it's not a big deal that women are going to die because of this. More and more women are going to die. Well, it doesn't directly affect me because I couldn't have kids.
Oh.
Okay, she can't even have kids.
Yeah. Oh, that's.
Okay.
You know, that's the excuse. That's the excuse. I can't have kids.
Yeah.
No, nobody wants to fuck you.
No, that's yeah.
You know, it's
That's
one thing.
mean, but
It's not about the way a person looks. Because there have been some really cool chicks out there that I've run across who are just really cool, and it doesn't really
they're not
matter
the
what they
best
look
looking,
like.
yeah,
But when you have a shit attitude and you're a diehard liberal and you've got all these triggers and you've got all these emotional issues and you look like that, I don't think you have to worry about getting pregnant.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't directly affect me because I couldn't have kids and I'm way past childbearing age.
Yeah.
But I have a niece.
She has a niece that either is
And I have other
pregnant
friends
or
that
might
have
get
kids.
pregnant.
Have daughters.
All right.
I also have a niece, and I'm very proud that I can tell her I fought and I fought and I fought. And in 2021, we got shadow banned. We got everything turned upside down. We had hit pieces written about us, and we didn't care.
Yeah.
We still stayed strong. It didn't matter. Didn't matter what the pressure was. Didn't matter any of that.
Stayed true.
We created a free country.
Yeah.
One that is going to be great again. One where we're not being the police of the world.
Right. And we don't allow
And so when she
woke
says,
culture to be more
"Chris,
important than people's rights.
all I hear about is Trump doing mean tweets,"
Yep.
I'm going to say, you're welcome.
Yep.
Because all I heard about was all these people wanted to kill us.
Yep.
And that is a horrible, horrible thing.
Yeah. And we're protecting our daughters from them getting raped in the bathroom. We're protecting them from, all this woke culture that was infecting their minds. It was infecting their minds. It was affecting all of the kids. It wasn't just affecting the girls. It was affecting the boys. It was affecting all of our kids. And so, yes, we were protecting our daughters and we were protecting our sons. That's part of protecting your kids is protecting them from the woke culture. The
stormtroopers are like, oh crap, we can't push our will on people anymore. The individual actually has rights.
What the hell?
Me casually becoming a citizen the day democracy dies.
Remember that scene in
this guy
Star
here.
Wars when Palpatine becomes an absolute power and the Senate applauds and Padme goes, "This is how liberty dies," with thunderous applause? Kind of hits different now, doesn't it? Remember that scene in Star Wars?
I don't even want to touch that. That's too much to go.
I
felt a great...
Get ready with me as democracy collapses. Yay. So I didn't sleep. But I have to say, I am not fully surprised. I didn't really...
I hate when people do their makeup on camera.
expect Trump to win.
It's like, come
so
on.
fast. But I had a bad gut feeling. The same one that I
That's
had.
called your conscience.
Yeah, it's
when
called your
Hillary
conscience
lost.
and or reality.
I have worked in politics for 10 years.
Your safe space crumbling around you.
And I don't know. I just didn't. I don't know.
I didn't expect
even know
democracy
why
to
I'm
actually
feeling
work.
like that, because, like,
And people to turn out and vote. Oh, here's another butte. Speechless. How much you want to bet that she's going to be another one?
Optimistic for too long that people cared about women in this country.
Oh, I told you.
Optimistic that people would understand how this could be
The end of democracy in America.
You
Good.
know the difference is the smoking hot women, they don't sleep around.
Right.
So they're not worried about abortions.
Mm-hmm. Do you want me to put her downstairs?
No, she's fine.
Okay.
For once in my life, I really don't know what to say. I just don't.
How about thank you?
Hate me, you can never break me.
Do Do you people have any clue what the fuck you just did to us?
Yes.
Like, do you have any fucking idea what you just done?
Yes, we shut you down.
Saving $1.50 on a loaf of bread is worth fucking women,
That's half the
LGBTQ,
cost.
and people of color losing their fucking rights as human beings, you fucking pieces of shit. Yeah, that's
Thank you.
$3 a year you're gonna save on gas.
You're
It's really
welcome.
worth it. Meanwhile, Elon Musk and other billionaires are gonna get the fucking tax cuts of their fucking lives.
Elon
All
Musk is
because
a
of you
hero.
pieces of shit.
Screw you back.
You know, here's what they don't tell you about the taxes on the corporations. Is those corporations are going to make their money no matter what. They get tax cuts, they lower their cost of production, they lower the retail price of their freaking product. The taxes, who the hell do you think is paying the taxes? Seriously. It's the people who are buying the freaking merchandise. That's who's paying. You think the corporation is going, well, you know, we're going to have to pay more taxes here. And so I guess we're just going to have to cut down on our bottom line. No. They pass it on to the everyday people out there.
Consumer, exactly. The consumer. And what is he talking about? $1.50 off a loaf of bread. That's half the cost of a loaf of bread.
Yeah.
That's literally 50% of the cost.
You want to lower your grocery bills by 50%.
How dare you?
You want to lower gas by 75%.
You morons.
All
I'm
this.
like, what the? You're the moron. Oh my God. So stay in your safe space. Just stay under your hoodie, dude.
This is what happens when you take Amanita instead of psilocybin.
This is what happens when you take Amanita on
We're
accident.
terrified to lose our rights. Mushroom and roses. Yeah, try psilocybin, you'll see.
Yeah, instead of Amanitas.
Oh, another guy here. Oh, he's crocheting on top of that.
At first I was afraid, I was petrified, thinking I
You know, here's the thing. Like Trump said, he said, you know what? I'm not too worried about the white guys for Kamala because their wives and their wives' lovers are voting for Trump.
Exactly. They're all a bunch of...
I hope every single fucking one of you Christians who voted for Donald Trump stands at the gates of heaven in front of Jesus Christ himself one day and he looks you square in the eyes and says, I do not know you.
Well, that wasn't very nice.
That was hateful. You know?
I think he's going to stand in front of the gates and go, hey, I'm glad you made the Matrix McGreat again.
Yep.
And you know what they're going to do? They're going to step up over there and they can say, you know what? Now we're going to make heaven great again. Let's get these libs out of here.
Exactly.
You know, I keep hearing this shit that Trumpy boy is gonna bring this country together. He's going to close the divide that has wrenched itself between the left and the right. He will never, never, never shrink the divide.
Hey, look, you don't have anything to worry about, okay? The Breaking Bad stuff is made over here in the United States. You don't have to worry about closed borders, okay? It's fine. You didn't get that. I don't think anybody got that.
I wasn't listening.
Oh, here's another one.
I'm thinking of a joke.
We all should have read Project 2025. Well, it's becoming a reality. We lost. We lost our democracy.
Yeah.
It's going to be
People are lining up to get her pregnant too.
Yeah, exactly.
Take control.
Just around the block.
Just because he's now got Trump on his side and Trump's going to do anything to make that guy happy.
Who, Putin?
You guys fucked your country.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Russia is going to do whatever they can to make Trump happy.
Yes.
That is a good thing. We want North Korea to do that. We want Russia to do
Kamala would have
that. We
kissed
want
his
all
ass.
of them
Yeah.
to say, hey, Trump is the man. Let's figure out what we're going to do and how we're going to work together.
Or, I mean, not kissed his ass, but Kamala would have just, like,
Oh,
there
the
would have
thing
just
is,
been nonstop.
They had
World
no
War III.
respect. They had no respect for the United States.
They had no respect
China had
for-
no respect. Russia had no
Yeah.
respect. Nobody had any respect. They need to have respect and they need to fear us.
Yeah.
They need to have both. Not just fear us, but they need to have respect and say, you know what? We don't need to screw around with them because they have a president out there who's not going to send bombs. Instead, he's going to starve the hell out of us and our people.
Yeah. All these world leaders had no respect for Kamala at all, or whatever her name is. No respect at all.
Oh, she's got her tissues out. Oh, and her kitty.
Her cat's like, dude, get it together. The world is better now. You'll actually be able to afford my treats.
Well, the cat's like, hey, I'm not going to get eaten by Haitian immigrants. She's like, look at the bright side. I'm not getting eaten.
Why do you want me to get eaten?
The day after Election Day. And this is the reality of the country that.
Okay, all hands on deck. I'm going to Costco because Mama needs snacks. Mama needs some good snacks before the next few days because it's about to get.
Mama needs some tissues.
Shall we say a prayer or anything?
Yeah.
I was in 7th grade when Trump was first elected.
This is exactly what I was talking about. You don't know shit from shit.
Fully understand.
Exactly. Yeah, you don't fully understand anything.
That's why you have no right to vote.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
Thank you.
You shouldn't. Yeah. And you shouldn't.
My youngest brother is the same age now as I was.
And I bet you he's going to vote for the next fucking blue idiot out there, too.
Right.
It is your job.
Fear for his
It's your job to educate him.
And in a few years, you're going to be really embarrassed you put this video out.
Oh, wait, here's a good one. Are you serious? Are you serious?
What does that mean, Eulens?
So even though half of my FYP is currently and the other half is
Alright, that's kind of funny.
Yeah.
If the Democrats fail, it might be the end of American bureaucracy.
Our bureaucracy really is in fundamental peril.
The foundations of American bureaucracy under attack. They want to destroy our bureaucracy.
We are a bureaucracy in danger.
We're watching an election where people are on the ballot openly advocating the end of bureaucracy.
That's what Republicans are doing. Attacking bureaucracy, attempting to destroy bureaucracy, and they're doing it with glee.
This is the end of bureaucracy in America.
When will America stop sleepwalking towards the end of bureaucracy?
Right. It's Democrats versus, as Bill Kristol says, the end of bureaucracy.
Oh, that's great.
That's great.
Well, I don't really even know what to say about the shit that I saw happen in Ottawa yesterday.
I try not to kill myself.
I'm trying not to kill myself.
I try not to
well then just don't go on vacation. How about that? Easy.
How about go to work, make some money,
yep,
then go to the grocery store, then see how far your dollar goes then.
Life could be worse. No, not really. This is the worst.
This is the worst.
This is the worst.
No, 2020 was the worst.
Where have you been the last 4 years?
Yeah, where were you 4 years ago? Well, hello. We will not die sitting down. Okay, well, stand up.
We will not die sitting down, but men will pee sitting down. We will not die sitting down until men pee sitting down.
Okay, and this might reflect some of that, but there is something important to see.
I walked outside this morning to get some light to make a little video for everybody. I know how y'all are feeling. I'm feeling the same way.
Oh my God.
It's overwhelming. My kids got up this morning. I didn't even know.
Look at the background. I mean, the whole world is imploding around him.
Sun
There's
came up
nukes
this
going
morning.
off everywhere.
Yeah. And it reminded me, this fight is just getting
People
started.
on crutches are
We have a new
jumping out
mission now.
windows.
Together we'll define that. We'll figure out exactly what that looks like.
Earlier today on the show, I was talking about all the different people that worked for Donald Trump in the national security arena.
I was trying to find the meltdown.
They now were saying he's unfit to be president of the United States again. And they're very concerned, of course. Chairman of the Joint...
No harm, no foul.
The constitutional...
Hello, Kamala Harris.
Oh, this is a good...
Constitutional republic, not a democracy.
Mm-hmm.
The ideal of a democracy is universal equality. The ideal of a constitutional republic is individual liberty.
Yes.
A democracy always degenerates into dictatorship, which promises government-guaranteed equality and security, but it delivers nothing but poverty and serfdom for the people it robs and rules. America was founded as a constitutional republic to safeguard the liberties of the people against the tyranny of democracy or of one-man dictatorship. In this century, great strides have been made toward the goal of subverting our republic into a democracy. The foremost tactic of the subverters is subversion of language. By calling America a democracy until people thoughtlessly accept and use the term, the totalitarians have obscured the real meaning of our principles of government.
Absolutely. That's
Amen.
beautiful. Beautifully said.
Hello, Kamala Harris. It is the day after election, and you just lost to Donald J. Trump. Even though the rest of the world can still see the reasons, you might still ask yourself why. Let me break it down for you. During your time as vice president, over 21,000 Palestinian babies have been murdered since October 7 last year. The numbers are constantly rising. It is not only children who are falling victim for your genocidal agenda. You've been complicit in one of the largest genocides in history. Never once did you call out Israel for their actions. Instead, we've been seeing images of you shaking hands while smiling together with Benjamin Netanyahu. Despite Donald J. Trump's views on Islam, I know for sure that many American Muslims did vote for him. They did it despite knowing his agenda. Donald J. Trump's views on Islam have never been positive.
Who the hell has a positive view on Islam? I'm sorry. But we spent a month in Egypt.
Yeah.
That's all I needed. Okay. Islam is one of the most oppressive, horrible religions out there.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that the rest aren't. They all are. They all are. But Islam is, I mean, they make women wear hijabs. Women are property. Women are not allowed to go out. I was watching women completely dressed in black, covering everything
Head to toe.
in 120-degree weather, while the men were wearing tank tops and walking around with the women behind them.
Yeah.
No. Sorry.
Yeah.
This person here, if they're going to preach it, they need to practice it.
Yeah. She needs
Practice
to be covered
what
head
you
to toe.
preach. Cover yourself from head to toe. And ultimately, shut the fuck up.
Yep.
Because in Islam, women are not allowed to speak.
Let her husband or her father speak for her.
Yes,
or
your
her
husband
brother.
or your father should be speaking for you. Very well said.
Yep.
That's why we're not Islamic.
Yep.
And we're not any kind of religion, because Sheree has a brilliant mind. As a matter of fact, when we were over there, we were having to deal with a bunch of people over there and some people from the government as well to let us into the freaking pyramid and all that. And I was making Sheree go out there and talk to them, and they were pissed.
Oh, they were pissed off.
But I was doing it just to screw with them a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
When people tell me that Donald Trump is a threat to democracy, I look at them as if I'm supposed to be offended. No duh, Sherlock. America is not a democracy. No matter how many times you hear the news say it, no matter how many times you hear Democrats say it, no matter how many times your misinformed family members tell you that democracy is what makes up America, it is not. We are a constitutional republic. Let me break down the difference, okay?
Preach it.
In a democracy, the will of the majority would override or take away the rights and
Of the
privileges
people.
of the minority.
Yep.
In a constitutional republic, such as America, we elect representatives who go ahead of us and enact laws to protect the rights of individuals against the will of the so-called majority. This is why America has been set apart from any other country. Do you want to know what involves a democracy? Communism.
Yep.
See,
Socialism.
this is a word that's tossed around because these people want to get rid of capitalism and go into socialism, and ultimately become communism. But I got good news for you. People are not fleeing in droves from constitutional republic countries. They are fleeing from democratic countries that are now communist. Cuba, North Korea.
Preach it. Preach it. I love it.
I love it too.
It's nice to see people who are awakened out there.
Not woke.
So people that say make America great again are a threat to democracy.
Of course we are. Because as the guy just explained, this is a democracy, never has been, never will be.
Yeah.
But people who shout death to America aren't.
Hey, that's a good point.
That is a good point.
So people that say make America great again.
And I wonder if there's a little bit of hidden symbolism there when it comes to eating a pizza while you're saying all that. Very well played,
Very
sir.
well played,
Very
sir.
well played.
Yep.
And Hiroshima, Nagasaki.
Hey, what's up, America?
Hiroshima,
Nagasaki. January 6th.
Universe. These are some of the deadliest days in history, but none of them compare to the most deadliest day. January 6th, 2021. Coming soon.
Yep.
In the most epic movie
The
event
deadliest
since
day.
Robot Jocks,
The crack
Left Behind,
journalist.
or maybe even Son of the Mask. The Babylon Bee investigates the darkest day.
The darkest day in history.
Where were you on January 6th? In January? I don't remember.
Storming the Capitol, baby. No.
Scary stuff like this happened.
That's great.
So on a scale of 9 to 10, how terrifying was what you just witnessed?
3?
I don't know.
We go on location. We bring you 100% true facts.
Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez was murdered over 7 times.
We ask the tough questions.
Is it true that you have a Jewish space laser? This is incredibly boring. Could you explain it to me using Marvel characters?
We even go face to face with the scariest criminals you'll ever meet.
Are you the dangerous insurrection man?
Who's asking?
Where into the lair of darkness I go. Darkness because he's a Republican, not because he's, Shame!
This fall, the only way you can save democracy is by becoming a member of the Babylon Bee. So you can see January 6th.
The most deadliest day. Okay,
Hey,
that's
what's up,
funny.
America, people? So the media is in full meltdown that Donald Trump has won. Let's check in on some of the media personalities and what they're saying. Here's Jen Psaki.
I think this is a big, huge part of the story that it's hard to even digest fully at this moment.
Uh-huh.
But you have Elon Musk, who owns Twitter, X, whatever we're calling it these days, X, who is a disinformation propagandist and now has a direct, could potentially have a direct
That's the
line.
pot calling the
Oh,
cat.
I
yeah.
know, isn't it great?
Let's be honest about this, okay?
Isn't it great?
Let's be honest.
There were appeals to racism in this campaign, and there is racism.
You know what I hate about TikTok? The volumes aren't consistent.
I've always said
Yeah,
that
at least,
I prefer
yeah.
the ugliest truths over the most beautiful lies. And some, but not all, of the ugly
Your
truths
face
I
is
just
an ugly
learned are,
truth.
I was wrong. Humanity and decency did not prevail. I learned American men hate women, and a lot of American women hate us too. And I learned that America no longer...
That is so sad. No, American men hate
The United
women who
States.
are like you.
I need to find some meltdowns.
The fact that you call it fear-mongering tells me that you haven't been paying attention to a word that Donald Trump said, but you voted for him anyway because, yay, Trump! Everything I said in that video was straight from the fucking horse's mouth. His plans, his actions. Things that he wants.
Okay, but when you take the videos and you cut them out of context,
Splice them.
and you say, oh, look how demented Donald Trump is when he's making fun of Biden. it doesn't count.
Yeah.
It never has counted. And people watch the full clips.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden the announcer comes on. He said, "Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt this broadcast."
The best part about waking up this morning is knowing the red states are like 75-25% red versus blue, and the blue states are narrowing in. We're getting closer to 50-50. It's not, the country isn't divided in half. There's more of us, and it feels so good to know that we're surrounded by other people who think the same as us. And people.
What did you win, Fred?
Lower gas prices, lower food,
You
no
sided
wars.
with the traitor and betrayed
A
your
promising
country.
future for
And
everyone.
you are willing to give up the Constitution for the Bible. You're
Wait. Whoa. Nobody gave up the Constitution.
No.
You're a punk. All of you are punks.
And take that pentagram off. Really?
Yeah, please.
Don't misrepresent people like that.
Osama bin Laden, Abu Bakr
I love this.
is dead.
The United States successfully concluded an airstrike in Kabul, Afghanistan, that killed the emir of Al-Qaeda, Ayman al-Zawahiri.
A small team of Americans carried out the operation with extraordinary courage and capability.
He died like a dog. He died like a coward.
The mission was a success.
Well, I was having a nice
None of his
chocolate
family
cake.
members were hurt, and there were no civilian casualties.
These efforts weigh on me every time I, as Commander-in-Chief, have to sign a letter to a family that has lost a loved one.
His body was mutilated by the blast. The tunnel had caved in on it, in addition.
As Commander-in-Chief, it is my solemn responsibility to make America safe in a dangerous world.
Tonight we give thanks to the countless intelligence and counterterrorism professionals who've worked tirelessly to achieve this outcome.
The U.S. personnel were incredible. I got to watch much of it.
I'm so grateful for the superb patriots who serve the United States intelligence community.
Let me say to the families who lost loved ones on 9/11 that we have never forgotten your loss.
These savage monsters will not escape their fate, and they will not escape the final judgment of God.
Today, we remember.
Last thing that I'll say is that, as Dr. Jill alluded to, the Democrat Party has already lost the swing states of Michigan, Georgia, and Pennsylvania.
And their minds.
Institute for Social Policy and Understanding,
Yeah.
ISPU, has publicly available data that the Democrats certainly saw before I saw it that indicates that in the swing states of Michigan, Pennsylvania.
You know, I'm a believer in
28% of Americans, mostly Republicans and independents, said it might soon be necessary to rise up against the U.S. currently owns guns. The poll, which was by the University of Chicago.
I'm no longer hysterical. I would welcome catatonia.
These are my favorite.
I
I
disagree.
would welcome just going back to sleep and waking up when the ladies of the View can emotionally boost me out of bed.
Wow, when you
What
rely on
an
the View
actual-
for anything.
I can't.
I kind of
Oh
feel
my
bad for
God,
these people.
This is where the children are.
Whoa.
Half of this country is out of their fucking minds.
That's a little creepy.
Democracy's dead.
Yeah, you don't need to be bringing up children in this situation.
No,
'cause-
please don't bring up
I
children.
think I should mention I was a campaign manager and stuff in 2016. That kind of trauma. And I really thought we were working our way out of there. Like, the only way out is through. Thought we'd have a breakthrough.
Many
What the hell?
woke up this morning and probably was thinking, today the resistance begins. But you don't understand that for BIPOC and for poor, indigenous, third world people.
Oh, shut the fuck
we
up.
were born into the resistance. My children were born into the resistance. And this is for all
Sweetie,
my
you're driving a car
non-BIPOC
in
friends
America.
who are
You're not part
allies
of
and friends. This
third
is
world.
your, you guys have the hard work here.
Hey y'all, like many of you, I woke up this morning numb, unsettled and honestly feeling despair about our nation. But I think, let this despair not lead
okay,
us
sweetie, it really
to
is.
hopelessness, but let it lead us to a point of...
All right, let's take a quick break, and I will find some funnier stuff on the other side, because I really wanted to get into some of the meltdowns. Let's play WTF Brawl. I actually talked to them earlier today, and I was like, hey guys, we've been playing your stuff and we getting copyrighted. And they were like, oh shit. And they were like, yeah, sure, go ahead, play it. We'll make sure that doesn't happen. So let's see what some of their latest stuff is, because they're freaking awesome. Or should we play one of the classics?
We'll play one of the newer ones.
All right. Actually, I really like this one here. No, where is it at? This is an oldie.
Oh yeah.
But let's play this.
It's more relevant. Yeah.
Yeah. I actually told him that in the email. I was like, we've had catchphrases on our show that, like, we want the routers and the Chinese virus and stuff like that. And they're like, oh, dude, I'm so sorry about that. They're freaking awesome. These guys are freaking awesome. So, yeah, we'll be right back.
But you know what? If we lost the election, we know when we lose. If I lost the election, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with it. Seriously. The county has refused to produce the network routers. We want the routers, Sonny. The county refused to produce the network routers. Wendy, we gotta get those routers, please. Get up! The routers. Come on, Kelly, we can get those routers. Those routers. Wow! If you got those routers, what that will show. And they don't want to give up the routers. They are fighting like hell. Why are these commissioners fighting not to give the routers? How simple could it be? That will tell the truth. And they don't want to give up the routers. What are they trying to hide? And I say it, and I'll say it, because the easiest way of cheating is to throw them away. That's easier. The county has refused to produce the network routers. We want the routers, Sonny. The county refused to produce the network routers. Wendy, we gotta get those routers, please. Get up! It's so unfair. It's so unfair. It's so ridiculous. I'll be honest though. Look, we all like to win. If I lost this election, I could handle it pretty easily. What? Running 24, sir. You're gonna win. And I say, wait a minute. I just won 6 months ago. The big lie, they call it. Those claims are unproven. And knowing what happened in the election is a good thing, not a bad thing. It's a good thing, not a bad thing. It's a good thing. The county has refused to produce the network routers. We want the routers, Sonny. The county refused to produce the network routers. Wendy, we gotta get those routers, please. Get up! If you think about cancel, everything about cancel culture, they want cancel culture. But what they don't want to do is anything having to do with the 2020 election. We have no press. We have no voice. They almost got away with it. They may have gotten away with it. And I've got to tell you, I've got to say this. I've never said it before, but I've always thought it. I get along with Putin because that's a good thing, not a bad thing. The county has refused to produce the network routers. We want the routers, Sonny. The county refused to produce the network routers. Wendy, we got to get those routers, please. Get up! Get up!
Now listen, if you have not subscribed to YouTube channel, do it right now. Do it today. And all you have to do is click the big red subscribe on the YouTube channel. Whoa!
Madam Speaker, the President.
All right, we'll jump back into it here in just a moment. Country has refused to produce the network routers. We want those routers. Why is it so hard to find these videos all of a sudden? Here we go. All right.
I hate you. I'm sorry. No, no.
All right, here we go.
I hate you, you fucking orange cunt. You just cost me one of the most important people in my life. My dad. Donald Trump, I hate you. You will never be president
Oh,
again.
they're so yummy.
You just get that they voted for
pretty salty.
Someone who's gonna make my friends' lives hell. My life's okay. I'm a white woman, but my friends are dogging me.
My life's okay because I'm a white woman. Oh my god.
Trump's actually gonna win this fucking
Vile.
thing.
That is
Oh,
vile.
Jesus Christ! I'm so pissed off. Fuck!
White dudes for Harris. Look at that.
God damn it! I can't believe Trump's actually gonna win.
It's a complete
He
lack
needs
of
to get a
self-awareness.
bra. He needs to get a bra.
Yo, I'm scared to go to sleep. I might wake up a motherfucking slave.
I'm gonna wake up a slave. Did you hear that?
Yo, like, why are y'all Trump?
Do they not realize he's the only one that isn't descended from slave owners?
That's a good point.
Why are y'all Trump supporters? Like, why is this a thing right now?
Price of food, price of gas, wars all over the country, all over the world.
Yep.
It's simple. It's not that difficult to process.
I should have kept my vote to myself because I knew it didn't fucking matter.
1 minute over the pain of this situation and then hysterically crying the next minute, watching so many people come together and women from I go from hysterically crying 1 minute over the
Oh. You know what's coming with this one.
It's alright. It's alright, I feel that way too. It's alright.
This is penis envy.
We feel that way together, okay? Let it out.
Let it out.
No, let it out. Let it out. Let it out. It's gonna be okay. Let's go.
Oh my god, that has to be a meme.
That's going right up next to the one in 2016.
I am lib, hear me roar. Oh crap.
I'm sorry. No!
Oh, things are getting better.
Why? Do you really I'm sorry. No.
You know what? The thing is, I've had some horrible shit happen in my life. I've had friends murdered in front of me. My mother passed away. All kinds of stuff. I've never freaked out like that, ever. About anything.
Oh, me either.
Much less an election that's going to make everybody's lives better.
Yeah. I've never gotten...
Knowing that I woke up... Y'all had y'all glory fucking days in the back. Y'all hate to see a Latino.
It's the
in the bathroom. Her boyfriend's happy while she's crying in the bathroom. Why can't they connect on this? Come on. Why can't you let your boyfriend be happy?
I can't stop crying.
I wish I could hug
give Kamala Harris a big hug.
Oh, you tried so hard.
Trump.
But your best just wasn't good enough.
Respect to everyone. Trump saved us. Trump saved
Trump
us.
saved us. Yes.
I hate to be the person that gets on here and cries.
No, you don't.
Trump saved the world.
Watch. She's going to mention
This could break me and my
abortion
parents
again.
apart because they just don't understand what they voted for and like what it means and the bigotry and hatred that they stand behind and how I am trying to be a good person. I'm not Catholic like they are, which is ironic.
You're not trying to be a good person?
Because it's
we can see that.
It's supposed to make you love. But I could see it
love
breaking
for your own
my
enslavement.
parents apart because they just don't get it. And
She's
they don't
right.
get
It's
that
not
they
worth
voted
50% off groceries. Sorry.
Someone who's gonna
We should be paying 200% on groceries.
Uh-huh.
My life's okay. I'm a white
We should
woman.
be paying $3,000 a month for a house. It's only worth
My
$1,500.
life's okay. I'm a white woman.
Uh-huh.
Again, this is a recurring theme.
Yeah, I know.
But this could
These people are so inherently racist and they don't even see it. It's so sick.
Oh, hashtag liberal tears. Maybe that's one. Ah, they're so yummy. Ah, yes.
Aww.
No, I'm scared to go to sleep. I might wake up a motherfucking slave.
I'm gonna wake up a slave. That's
why
the
y'all-
saddest thing I've ever heard.
Look at where this election stands at this hour.
And you've seen, there was a whole sort of conflagration over whether the Harris campaign would embrace the uncommitted movement, which actually wanted to move in her direction at the convention. And the question was whether they should allow a speaker to happen and whether there should be meetings, whether she should go to Dearborn and try to engage the Arab and Muslim community. You did
Blah,
see
blah, blah,
one of the
blah, 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 blah.
If you don't like him, you should be so pumped right now. We're going to have better gas prices. We're going to have better grocery prices. We're going to have lower interest rates. We're going to have lower taxes. We're going to have peace in the Middle East. We literally are going to stop sending millions and billions of dollars to other
Thank
countries
you.
and actually
Exactly.
start fixing our own mess of a country. We are going to stop the wars.
This is an attractive woman.
Literally have RFK about to make America healthy again, start holding these big pharma companies accountable for all of these vaccine injuries. He's going to take fluoride out of the water. They're going to fix our food system. Everyone should be so pumped. I'm still in shock, but we are about to make America so great
This
again.
is what
We
men
took
find
the presidency,
attractive.
we took the Senate, we are about to take the House. Clean fucking sweep. Clean sweep. This is insane, and it should make everybody so excited for the next 4 years.
Exactly. Me too.
If you
That's
don't like
how I
it-
feel.
I'm sorry.
To all the liberals out there right now, everyone crying,
See, men don't find this attractive.
feeling that turmoil just build deep down within. I want you to know that you're not alone.
Oh, God.
There are tons of illegals ready to give you a hug. They haven't been removed from the country yet, but before they do, there's still people here that care. And I'm hoping that
that's great.
That you're gonna be okay. God bless.
Oh,
Toenail eating motherfuckers! Fuck you! Fuck you!
Some more Breaking Bad shit.
Lousy failures! Fuck you! Fuck you! Toenail eating motherfuckers! Fuck you! Fuck you! You fucking lousy failures!
See, I don't think they're gonna crack down on the drugs as much as people think they are, but these people need to lay off the drugs. Just on their own.
What's up, you guys? If you have been watching the leftist libnut meltdown here on TikTok,
Oh, it's hilarious.
it is absolute comedy gold.
Oh, yeah,
I
it
mean,
is.
if you've got to just go and start watching it. I can't stop watching it. It's
I feel the same way.
No, it's hilarious.
It was so funny. That was like, fuck it, let's do a live stream. Shared with our
Two
tribe.
things for certain. We're about to witness history. Y'all think y'all gonna storm up to that Capitol. Because they are not fucking playing with y'all. They got that shit boarded up already. And if y'all want to get blicked,
To look at a man today. I want to see a man. If a man opens their mouth and say, woo,
Why would I ever doubt that this is what America wants?
fuck you guys, man. Now, go back in the...
Don't want to live here anymore. I don't want to be here anymore. He is that.
Oldie but goodie.
If this guy does end up winning again, all of the people who voted for him will be happy and it'll just be over. And everyone else, everyone who feels threatened by him is fucking scared. We're scared for our lives. We're scared for our friends. You have pro-life women dying because their doctors are scared to treat them.
Okay, now I do want to jump.
women.
I do want to jump in, and I want to say there was one case where the doctor misread the law And because he wasn't aware of the law, that the woman wound up,
or maybe like a handful of
Yeah,
women.
yeah.
They're
So,
in Texas. Yeah, I mean they're in Texas.
however,
where we just went. Yeah,
it's like pointing out 1-2 oddities and saying this is the whole, as opposed to the vacations that were causing massive effects, and they were saying, oh no, those are isolated incidents.
Yeah.
Try to be fair.
Camel is never gonna beat me in November. Donna's gonna make the country better than you can remember. Camel is never gonna beat me in November. Hey, Margarina.
We already saw that one. Oh, again. I guess we need to watch it.
This one's gold though.
It's all right. It's all right.
They put a reverb on that one though. Look at the
I'm sorry. No. Why? Why? Do you really hate me that bad?
We may not have rights tomorrow.
We may not have rights tomorrow.
Knowing that I woke up, bitch, it's not about a fucking month. Fuck that shit right now. Knowing that I went to bed, what is wrong with you? I can't do this anymore. I'm literally sick. I'm literally sick to my stomach. This is a mess. Now, baby, you ain't gotta give my love in
Oh my God! How could you vote for Donald Trump? We're under a dictatorship. Okay, I can't even continue with that. Who else is waiting for all these meltdowns to just flood the TikTok algorithm because of these people who can't comprehend that it's not going to be a dictatorship? You've literally seen what it's like to have Donald Trump as a president, so most of you touting shit like that just sound fucking moronic to begin with. Second off, those of you who are crying about women have lost their rights, we've gone back to the 1950s. Again, shut the fuck up. No. Now you have to face accountability. You can't just go and fuck willy-nilly and then want to have an abortion because I don't want to face the responsibility. Well, too fucking bad.
You know, I'm glad to hear people saying that, and not necessarily on the topic of abortion, but just the term "shut the fuck up." You know, that's really what needs to be said. No feelings, no emotions, nothing. Just shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
You know.
That's why I'm so sick of these bitch. How many times you won't think something like that? You won't think something like that? I don't understand how you won't be understand. Next time I'll wait.
I'm the highest in the room. Hope I make it.
Stupid fucking whore! So I'll just shut the fuck up! I'll just shut the fuck up for good now, huh? Yeah, you fucking want yeah? We are fucking over! Stupid.
I propose that all the people who hate that Donald Trump won the election continue paying the prices underneath the Biden administration, and we will pay the prices underneath the Trump administration, and then let's see what you like.
Amen.
I propose that all the people who hate that Donald Trump won the election continue
Equality.
paying the prices underneath the Biden administration, and we will pay the prices underneath.
So there are plenty more.
Oh, and somebody mentioned get on birth control, and I'm like, well, that's too much self-responsibility for them.
Yeah.
That's too much for them.
You know, like I said on the show yesterday, to me, it's a non-issue at this point.
Yeah.
Because we have too many other things to worry about. After we fixed all those things in 2016 and 2020, we had the luxury of being able to debate abortion. But we don't have that luxury right now.
There's no point in saying good morning. Because it certainly is not one. There's no point in saying good morning, because it certainly is not one.
I just found out about this shit. It just happened. I haven't even had a second to process. You're telling me somebody finally had the balls to bring a pew-pew. And he missed! We were a second away! We were a centimeter away from half of the problem being gone, and you missed!
What do you mean half the problem being gone?
I know it!
See, this
We were a
is
centimeter away! Ah! I just found out.
this kind of shit. There's got to be a line, just in good taste.
Yeah.
You can't do this kind of shit because, as we saw, it winds up in real world actions.
Yeah.
Is there anybody else out there who's extremely overwhelmed with emotions today? And not in a bad way. Like, we did it. There's so much evil in this world. And the energy that I have felt since last night into tonight, it is so pure and happy. There's so much God energy across this country right now. I am so freaking happy that we did this. Like, I didn't think we could survive another 4 years under
We couldn't
this
survive.
blue administration.
It's true.
Yeah. This is fucking dope.
Alright, cue the liberal meltdown. Here it comes. So, where are all the celebrities? Are y'all fueling up your jets to fly to another country? Because weren't y'all going to leave the country?
Alright, guys, it's time to go to bed.
Aww.
No, no!
Hope your day gets better. Positive energy.
Man, does anybody else feel
Stupid fucking whore! So I'll just shut the fuck up! I'll just shut the fuck up for good now, huh?
That'd be-
Stupid fucking whore! So I'll just shut the fuck up! I'll just shut the fuck up for good now, huh? Yeah, you fucking want that? Yeah. Stupid fucking whore! So
positive energy.
NBC News now reports insiders inside the Kamala Harris campaign are talking that Trump will crack the Democrat blue wall, that Trump could win Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania, that Michigan and Wisconsin will fall to Trump. That would mean that even if Harris secures Pennsylvania, according to NBC, she would not reach the necessary 270 electoral college votes to win the White House.
Stupid fucking.
This morning is so good that I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I don't care how I look, but I am just rolling in chuckles and giggles on Twitter. Let me just show you a few things. I mean, oh, Brooklyn Dead, I can't tell you how exhilarated I am to see you sad. If there was anyone in the world that I would like to see sad, mad, angry, and just meh, it's you. I can't stand you.
There's
I
no
have
reason to
hated
be
every
mean
single
about
one
it.
of your
Yeah, we can laugh at the
started.
meltdowns. There's no reason to be mean about it.
I'm sorry. Stupid.
It's kind of funny with Trump down at the bottom.
Stupid fucking.
Guys, we literally don't even have to panic. We literally don't even have to freak out right now. We don't even have to fucking, like, we don't have to freak out. We don't have to freak out because it's not even real. Because, bitch, recount the vote. Guys, we
recount the vote.
Here the fuck we go.
What? Wait a second. I thought that was illegal.
We may not.
I thought that's against the rules.
I think there's a lot of the same clips.
I think this is a big, huge part of the story that it's hard to even digest.
Hey, what's up, America?
Oh no. Oh. Oh.
Okay, that's sad.
He dropped out!
Oh, that one's just sad.
Joe Biden, please!
All right, I feel bad.
that one-
That's mental health issues. I can't laugh at that.
I think he's autistic.
The kids in, I brought this up before, I'm going to bring it up.
I swear.
The idiots that beep their horn and stick their middle fingers up at me because I'm not going 80 miles an hour and take the time to do that. Those are Kamala voters.
Hey, I like that song.
All right.
I think people are saying in the chat that they want to hear us.
They want to hear us.
Yeah.
We don't have anything to say. I guess we do, huh? We got a lot to say.
Yeah, we
got a lot to say.
Somebody said it's time for us to wake up in our pods.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. Now we're just kind of. Oh, I hear Suckment crying. Now we're just kind of waiting to see what happens. Number one,
Election
between
results in Wisconsin
now
are
and
being
January
delayed
20th.
because election officials in Milwaukee have to recount 30,000 absentee ballots due to human error. Doors
Here
on
come
the
the
ballot
ballots.
tabulators were not properly sealed, which is
And
now
in the
forcing the
ballots.
recount in the hotly contested swing
Oh,
state.
I thought that was against
A
the
spokesperson for the
rules, though.
Milwaukee Election
Uh-huh.
Commission said the recounting is being done out of an abundance of caution, and they don't believe the ballots have been tampered with. The election.
Okay, this right here, you guys, I just caught a live that has me fucking smiling.
It's the
You wanna
copium
know
section
why
now.
I'm smiling?
Uh-huh.
Because none of those battleground states have finished counting their mail-in ballots. Remember in 2020, it wasn't over on election night, even though
I know.
Trump tried to make it.
We used to have what they call election days.
ballots
Now they
are
have
still
election
being counted.
days,
Some
weeks,
of
and
those
months.
states, she's only a part of a couple thousand or 100,000 votes.
Lots of bad
They
things
still
happen.
have
There's a big
2%
difference
of
between a
mail-in
1,000 and a
votes to-
couple
You
hundred
guys,
thousand.
this isn't over.
Biden won by 10,000 votes in Georgia.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Absolutely ridiculous.
CBS News is currently accusing Donald Trump of cheating his victory over the 2024 presidential.
Well, that violates terms and conditions.
Yep.
You should be taken off TikTok. You should be banned.
You should be shadow banned forever.
Everybody.
Shadow ban her.
Not her. The CBS.
Yep, CBS. Shadow
You know
ban
what's
them
funny to me is the amount of people who
immediately.
News. Reuters Harris to give concession speech at 6 p.m. Eastern. These are my concessions. Just when I said all I could say. Biden on the side said Trump supporters were garbage. These are my concessions. I lost the election and I don't know what to do. I guess
Pretty good.
I gotta go back to California. Oh, gosh. Why does it have to be 6 o'clock though? Like, why do we have to wait that late for her to say, I lost? I'm bowing out now?
Right.
Because that fucking sucks. You could do it now. You could do it at noon. It would be a great lunchtime segue to tell everybody that we're fucking done with your ass and just boot kicking you out the White House. Kamala
Exactly.
Harris, you're fucking fired. Oh my God. Yes.
She's great.
Joe Biden, every fucked up corrupt politician. Bitch.
I don't know how true this is.
Oh.
People are
I don't know how
saying
true
Trump
this is,
cheated,
but I'm going to say it anyway.
and there's evidence. There's also
Evidence.
20 million votes that have not been counted for.
20 million.
Well, guess what happened in
Holy
2020,
shit.
bitch?
This may be able to turn around, but I don't know. But that's what people are saying right now, and people are posting proof. Like,
Well, sweetie, guess what happened in
literal proof
2020?
that he cheated. And then Elon Musk, oh yeah, let me
They're all going to storm Panera now.
because you over here gifting people $1 million and stuff to vote for Trump or whatever he did. Baby, that's cheating. I don't know how true this is, but
Oh my God.
hey y'all. To you 9% of black women that voted for Donald Trump, y'all some clowns. But to the 88% of black women that voted for Kamala, we did what we were supposed to do, okay? We stood we did what the
Don't do what
we
you're
were
supposed to
supposed
do.
to do at the end of the day.
You do what's in your heart.
Okay?
Right.
Our vote.
You do what you think is right. Monologue getting a recount.
Mamala. I'm sure this guy mamalas a lot of pingas. You can tell by the way he moves his hips.
Y'all, pause and read. They're so damn close. They're so close.
Oh my God.
So close.
That's not that close.
If the censorship game wasn't so bad right now still, I would say what I'm saying, but y'all know what I'm thinking. Y'all know what I'm thinking. There's a whole bunch of fraud going on back in 2020.
Whoa!
Y'all, pause and read.
Okay, let's have a really, really real conversation about what the fuck just happened.
You
okay?
lost. That's what happened.
So now
and
that it's been confirmed that Donald Trump has won,
these are very
all
large
we're
doses of
seeing
cocaine.
all over the internet is now the left claiming that Donald Trump
You're
stole
ODing.
this election. And to be fair,
Yeah, that's
like,
the symptom of
2020,
OD.
there was barely proof of it. Like, there was proof of Donald Trump trying to coerce other people to say that it was a stolen election. But this election, we actually had ballot burnings and Elon Musk running lottery pools in Pennsylvania, promising to pay people sums of money into a lottery if they voted red.
No, that's if they voted, period.
Like, I feel like we're going to turn into the crazy conspiracy ones being like, oh my God, Donald Trump cheated and there's proof of it. But then the entire right's going to be like, see? Where was this energy in 2020, you fuckers? See, we told you that you guys were going to say that we stole the election.
That is what we're
We
like.
just brought you this news there out of Milwaukee
'Cause it's
from
true.
Sam Kramer there.
How is this happening? This is against the terms and conditions. This needs to be reported to YouTube. It needs to be taken down. And these people need to be shadow
This
banned.
is so hypocritical.
Had an open door. Now, officials aren't sure how that happened,
biggest
but
hypocrites
Fox
in the
6
world.
caught up with some election officials. This is a very brief update from election officials there in Milwaukee.
Officials
on
aren't
what
sure how that
exactly
happened.
This is about a minute
Sure,
long.
We don't know where
happened.
this came from.
Oh my God. Oh,
I realize what I'm about to.
Why? Why is everybody so ready to concede? We all
Because
know
it's
Kamala
true.
was the better choice. We all know Kamala isn't a racist rapist. And yet you
How do we
people
know that?
are all willing
She
to
descended
believe
from plantation
that Donald
owners.
Trump won.
And Donald Trump
I'm
didn't.
sorry, I don't buy it.
And she's probably connected with P.
1.9
Diddy.
million votes for mail-in ballots in Pennsylvania. They could not open or count those votes until yesterday at 7 a.m. How could they count 1.9 million mail-in ballots in one day?
Because that's the way elections have always been run.
4
It
days.
wasn't until 2020 that we have election days, weeks, and months.
Recount the votes.
They said Donald Trump. And they said, I'm assuming you voted the opposite. And they said yes.
Hold on, I gotta play that again.
Recount the votes.
Whoa!
Donald Trump. And they said, I'm assuming you voted the opposite. And they said yes. If you weren't scared this election, you have so much privilege.
This is all pretty great. Like we're just gonna wake up tomorrow morning and everything's gonna go back to the way it'll be a psych.
So a recount is happening.
Be quiet.
It's possible Damon will win.
And you'll get eaten.
So a recount is happening.
Has anybody come across
You'll be next on the
approximately
list.
861 ballots? Because that's how many went missing in the Prince George Mackenzie riding in BC's most recent election.
So, about those election results, huh?
What's that, blood?
Yeah, walked in cool. Walked in too fresh, I'm with my boo.
So there has been an issue with counting some of the ballots in Milwaukee.
Here we
Milwaukee
go.
election officials have said that they've been forced to recount about 30,000 ballots due to a tabulation
So we have our
issue.
answer. It takes
There
about
was an issue with the
12
sealing of the
hours
All right.
to
tabulation.
print out 30,000.
I think I've had enough of liberal tears. You know, I love ribeye steak. I go to the Brazilian steakhouse sometimes, and they have all you can eat steak, and it comes to the table. But after a certain period of time, I'm like, I think I've had enough steak.
Yeah.
And as juicy as it is,
I'm full.
and as well, you know, as cooked properly, not well done, but as it is well cooked and perfectly medium rare and just juicy and succulent, I think I've had enough for the day.
It's the same as Halloween candy. You know, we go to Texas almost every year to go to all the haunted houses because there's not any haunted houses here in Nevada. And even in Las Vegas, they don't have very many haunted houses, but in Texas they do. And so we go to the haunted houses and then we pig out on candy. And you have enough candy and then you're full of candy and you're like, okay, I'm done with candy for like a year. And I don't eat very much candy.
That's true.
You eat a lot of candy, but
But
I think I'm full of candy.
Wait, I eat a lot of candy?
But the
Bullshit.
point is, I think
She
we're
has
full.
the box that's always full of candy. And
You're
these
not supposed to
huge
know
bags.
about the box.
Okay, but I'm just saying, I had to quit smoking cannabis because there's so much freaking
How
candy
did you
around
find
the
the box?
I know about everything.
We're gonna have to talk about this after the show. We're gonna have to talk about this after the show.
All right.
All right.
So, anyways, we might do a show a little bit later about something else. I want to keep this kind of, where are we at? We're already at 2 hours almost. An hour and 40 minutes. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out with us. I just thought it'd be fun to share some of this fuckery that we've seen. But kiss the one you love right now. You never know the last time is going to be. And we'll see you even further.
Beyond the veil.
Beyond the veil.
Love you again.